Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gone.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 15. Bingo.
Rose.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Check 37. Check 37.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. At the 35-yard line.
Gun.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he fends him off. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
That's baby shot.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shotgun now for Murray. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
You got nothing. Kill.
These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on second and long. Murray. After him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun. X3.
On second down now, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And here a juke. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Let's go.
One.
Check 24. Check 24. Wide. Get wide.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Man left.
Two. Line out.
6 guys.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he hits Drake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Kyler Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Pascal as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And an alley to run. Past the 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Come on,
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
To throw, it's Murray. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. And they got the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now, flush to his right. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 99. Check 99. Check 43.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Murray eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here we go again. Alert 3. Check 4. Let's go. Shift.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
25. Check 25.
from the gun. Murray, they'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Under 10.
Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He's checking. Crash. You go tight.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist. Slam.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
58 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Gun.
Banjo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let him know.
Where's the hot?
Cousins now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
58, boys, 58. It's Mike. 3 buzz.
Hey, flipper.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Bailey's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That's it, baby. We go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Alpha.
Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Hey, exit. Gun.
Go 58 to the mic.
Throw.
Pick it up. Check 50. Check 50.
Here's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Today's final score, Cardinals 30.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,